And on episode 9 of Controversial Conversation, we have.
Remember, I used to run around the kitchen's counter because he was chasing me, and if I just dropped to the ground and sleep, he would just leave me alone.
Dream that my grandpa came home once and he came home the next day.
That's really sad. Jesus Christ. How sad is that?
I cry every day, man.
First, you call him unsuccessful.
Now he's a monster.
No, I didn't say it.
This happened, I think it's a very close relative. Like, I don't want to name the relative because,
Obviously.
yeah. And
Yeah, it's cool.
the thing here was, apparently, they were possessed.
Welcome back to this episode of Controversial Conversation, the podcast, with your host, Shreyas, the best, joined by
The
Rahul
other two losers.
and Tarun.
The best.
Yeah, the two losers.
The best really changed the tone of that introduction, man.
The best was
No, he didn't believe it himself. He's like, Shreyas, the best.
He's like
Like,
wondering what to
I
say.
have
Nervous
confidence.
voice.
What do you think I should
I have
say?
confidence in myself, okay?
Should I say the
I have
funny one?
confidence in myself, okay?
Should I say the chill one? Maybe I should go
No.
for something a bit more subtle. The best.
The chill one is me.
I'm
The funny one is
I'm
Shreyas.
funny.
The witty one is Menon, I would say.
The funny
Actually-
one is
Okay.
Shreyas. I think the witty one is Shreyas.
Really?
Whatever the pedophile
I'm
one
all
is,
three.
that's
Somebody
Shreyas.
texted me saying.
I'm all three, man.
Somebody texted me saying this Shreyas guy is naturally funny, but it's like he's not trying. So he thinks you're just a
Yep.
clown. Which is still good. You're funny.
That was probably Shreyas himself.
not.
That was probably
That is-
Shreyas himself who sent that message. I mean,
I don't know. It could be.
could be.
Create a whole ass Instagram account just to DM Rahul.
It's
Saying
No,
Shreyas
Shreyas
is the
thing to
best.
do.
borrowed my friend's Instagram account just to text that from his account.
Not borrowed, hacked.
Maybe, yeah, hack, computer science. But
So, what's today's?
I want to say something first. Is that okay?
Sure, yeah.
Yep.
So I'm
Let's assume
officially 1 week dry. I haven't touched a Red Bull in a week. So it's pretty impressive.
Proud of you,
He's
man.
sobering
I'm
up.
really proud of you.
I appreciate
Really
it.
proud of you.
He's
It means a
sobering
lot
up.
to me. And I have to say, it is all thanks to your support and the viewers. I hope I can go strong.
Did any of the viewers say you should stop drinking Red Bull? Was that a real thing?
No, but people commented on my recent photo saying, "Is that Red Bull in the mug?" So I realized that there's a problem.
There's definitely a problem. You drank Red Bull, at least like 5 cans of Red Bull almost every day in college.
I don't have that much money. We went over this. I don't have that much cash.
5 cans of Red Bull is like $550.
Exactly. I don't have that much cash.
You think it
Yes.
matters to Rahul? It's an addiction.
I think
Probably went
Shreyas
to
is the
debt
one
just to buy.
financing it. Shreyas,
Probably.
are you
If
the one
you're offered
financing
it,
Why
I
it?
would
would
I?
have taken it.
Why would I finance his addiction, man? I care about his
So
addiction.
that I don't go into withdrawal and then kill myself.
I told you to stop every single day. How was that not
I
letting
can't
you?
tell a guy to stop like using heroin or something. He's not gonna stop.
Heroin.
So are you saying your addiction was comparable to heroin?
No, just giving an example, a clever analogy.
Huh.
Yeah, sure.
Anyway, where have we
Alright,
reached?
so let's move on to a random topic for today.
And what is that?
Should boys or girls post shirtless pics on Instagram?
When did the girls part come in?
We're
What?
talking about guys. That's what you're
I'm
discussing.
I'm trying to be equal, man. Gender equality.
I
We're
understand,
a
but-
progressive podcast.
I mean, yeah. What's wrong, Menon? Is that not fair?
It's
Is that a right only offered to men?
no. I mean, sure. Go ahead. Be my guest. Why would I stop you?
Exactly. Okay, so should they? Yes. Why not?
This is really.
Rahul,
This
do you
has
have
put me
any-
in a tough spot because the only right answer here is yes. If I say no, I'm going to get
No, I think.
All
I
right,
think
so
okay, we have to split
let
it.
me
Okay.
let me rephrase the
One
question
second.
then.
Okay, fine. Rephrase it. Go for it.
It's not should, but is it appealing?
No.
Or is it something that people want to see?
the short
Wait,
answer is
again.
no.
Again, if you're going to like be a cunt and just like hide bits that you don't want them to see and put in bits that you want them to see, like you just hide the ab region, and like we were talking about it, you just show the chest. Yeah, if you have a belly, just hide the belly and show everything else. That's just weird.
It's like
But again, if you want to do that, do it. It's cringe.
A lot of people
No,
do
I
that thing
like
near the shoulders. You know the traps where they come up.
Yeah, what do they? Oh no, they have the collarbones, not the
Yeah,
traps. It's
that's what they
exactly
show.
until the collarbones, and then like that was a whole thing. So
I think like uh there are some people out there who actually like, Photoshop abs onto their bellies.
That's like no way. Come on, you
I
serious?
haven't
And
seen anyone.
no, I
Wait,
think that is very admirable of them, honestly.
Like they took the
because
effort
they
to
put an
do that,
effort
yeah.
to Photoshop it.
Effort to do that, especially if
I
it's
mean,
bad, because then it's just funny.
I don't know, man. I've seen people do it, but I haven't seen anyone do it seriously. If you know what I mean, like no one actually tries to pass it off as a real photo.
They do it
Yeah,
ironically.
that's
They do
true.
it ironically a lot.
But the funsies.
I don't know, man. Abs are overrated. Are they not? Like,
Dad
Absolutely,
boards are in. Dad boards are in.
absolutely.
Abs are out.
what?
Shreyas is
Dad
just saying that
boards.
because he has a dad bod.
Oh,
I do
dad bod. I
not,
heard it was
or maybe
AirPods
I
for some
do,
reason. I
but
was thinking, just what? AirPods.
AirPods.
See,
Yeah.
I mean, AirPods. I mean,
I
maybe
can't.
they're in or not. I don't know, but it's not nothing related with
Exactly.
abs,
That's why I
man.
was
some people
shocked.
just have abs quite naturally because they're pretty thin.
No, oh, that is the whole thing.
Yeah,
Like, have you seen the? Have we spoken about this before?
I
Deja
don't
vu.
think so. I feel like we have.
Yeah. No, I was talking about like people who are very skinny just because they don't eat,
Yeah, true. Maybe
and they
maybe that
just
was
like
it.
no,
Maybe
and
that
then they
was it.
post photos on Instagram saying we don't take no days off and shit like that. But they're just the only thing they haven't taken is a lunch. I find that funny because they're like flexing on everybody. And the funny thing is, people are impressed by this. Like you could see girls say, "Oh
It's
my
like, oh
god,
my god,
wow,
OMG, that's pretty
so hot,
cool.
bro."
So
Yeah,
hot, bro.
I mean, yeah.
What?
But there's like a whole like darker side to this because obviously eating disorders are a thing, and if you don't eat, I mean, starving
Not
is
doing
never a good
eating.
idea.
This is his
We're not
issue,
doing
man.
eating
This is his
disorders.
issue. We talk about like a fever or something and he'll bring cancer in.
No, no, I mean you mentioned starving, so like
No, we didn't. We
it's
just said they didn't
natural.
eat
We just
properly.
said
No one mentioned starving and malnourishment and shit like that. Just said a guy missed his lunch. He isn't eating healthy. So he's thin.
unbelievable.
So what did you say again? Eating disorders.
Disorder.
Eating disorders. Look,
Now
it's
we're
a
not going
real
back to
thing.
fat
It's a real
shaming.
issue.
We've spent a whole half an episode on that in the past.
I think we've spent more than that.
There's something in my juice. Anyway,
That's what Hitler said.
it's clever. It's clever. We have to give him that.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but
I don't know why I laugh at that
It's
so
pretty
hard, but I
dark.
laugh
It's
at
pretty
that so hard.
dark.
I mean, I just said it was clever, so it was clever.
It was clever. Yeah.
Shreyas, would you ever post
So-
a shirtless picture on Instagram?
No,
Why not?
because I do not have a shirtless type of body.
So what? What is
Everybody is a
type of body,
shirtless
man?
type of body.
Everybody is beautiful. As many model feminists
Yeah,
like.
I think if I posted a shirtless pic of myself, you would see the reality of that statement.
Oh yeah, a guy posted and you can see the true colors of everyone in this world.
Yeah.
Girls showing
They
it.
reposted on the thing saying, "Look at this loser."
One,
Look
if
at
one
this
fat
land
guy
whale.
posts a photo,
Land whale.
Why not just a sea whale? Why does it have to be on land?
He's-
Because we are on land.
Yeah, I don't think he's in the sea right now. I mean,
You could post a picture in the pool or the beach, something.
that
The
still
whale
wouldn't
in
make
the
it a
pool is
sea.
okay. Yeah,
We're not sea dwelling creatures.
fair enough.
Right,
But
so where were we?
That brings me to this. Like, have you seen the comments on like girls' Instagram photos?
OMG.
Slay girl. Oh my god, you're so pretty. What?
You are.
Incredible.
You are so pretty.
Yeah.
Gorgeous, and then there's like a trillion emojis. It's always heart eyes or
It's
something like
gorge. I don't think it's gorgeous. If they knew the spelling of that, they'd be better off somewhere else.
No, I don't get it though. To be fair, even like it's the same. Okay, it's not the same with guys. It's not the same. It's not.
It's not the same for guys. I mean,
I'd say it's even
If you're
worse for
into-
guys. It's even worse for guys. I tell
Look-
you what. Yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
yeah. No. You say first.
See, for guys, the issue becomes like, you know how these girls are always empowering each other. The guys try to do that, but miserably fail. You
they?
Go, they do. I promise you. You go check like some take someone's photo for example, like a guy's photo. You go to the comments and then you see another guy commenting, "So hot, macha, looking good, buddy."
But that's the thing. Those are people who aren't very close, but are just close enough to comment on photos.
And
And then you
and
have
it's even
like
worse
the
with the girl
generic
issue.
comments, and then a bunch of fire emojis.
Oof, yeah. That's a common one. That's a common one.
And then you
I
see
don't
guys repeating the same word thrice. Buddy, 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 fire, fire, fire.
I've never seen that. I've never seen that in my life. I don't know
Yeah,
why you come
man.
across that. What kind of friends
You're,
you
you're
are?
hanging out
But-
with the wrong people, Rahul.
Am I or are you?
There's some what's it called, Instagram profile, not Instagram profiles, but people who in their comments you would never find compliments. It's always just like playful insults.
Yeah, that's how it
Your
should
hair
be. though.
looks weird. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
obviously.
I'm not
we've all
saying
had
it's
those.
wrong. I'm not
We
saying
all
it's
have
wrong.
those. Have
I'm
you?
just saying it's like
No, I'm not saying it's
my
wrong. I'm
comment
saying
section is
it's
filled
right.
with that shit, man.
Same, yeah.
Yeah.
Or speak about something
like-
irrelevant to you and just about the photo. I've seen that as well.
Something like that.
It's better than just like meaninglessly saying the same shit. Okay, we get it. Someone's pretty. You have to comment it like 100 times on each photo. Like those people, you know. those
And so
people
that's
that-
what that's like the contrast between guys and girls photos. Girls photos are like, oh, gorgeous, yeah, and like a trillion emojis. And then guys, you'll have you suck, nice mug, nice,
Nice balls,
mirror,
bro. Nice balls, bro.
Truth be told, though, sometimes guys try too hard to like, you said what you said, like playful insults, right?
Yeah, sometimes they just
Yeah.
roast the living hell out of you.
They do that,
Yeah, exactly.
but
You delete
but
your whole account.
there's
Switch to Reddit.
sometimes when it miserably fails.
your parents never loved you, or something like that. You just post like a selfie and you get a comment, your parents never loved you.
Switch to Reddit, have an username called Dark Phoenix, then go anonymous throughout your lifetime because of one shitty Instagram comment. It's happened to everyone. It's happened to everyone, man. Most people on Reddit are victims of that.
I don't think everybody on Reddit is named Dark Phoenix though. Just it could be me, but
You're
that
wrong.
Dark Phoenix was a very, very specific name.
Everybody on Reddit is named Dark Phoenix. Name one account that's
Right,
not Dark
you're right.
Phoenix.
Anyway,
You know, I can't think of anything. That's not. It's all Dark Phoenix. Always
right.
has been.
Reddit is a weird place, man. The shit you find on Reddit, it's unholy.
Reddit. Like you'll find some good shit there, but you also find some really bad shit there.
And bad, I mean dark. Dark
There was,
as hell.
there was a whole subreddit dedicated to literally watching people die.
I don't get it. What's dark
Wait,
about
no,
that?
Oh wait, what's it called? What's it called?
It's literally called "Watch People Die."
What's
Really?
the issue there? What seems to be dark about it? Can you come and
I mean,
explain?
it's not like normal deaths. It's like super gory and all that stuff.
Yeah, that's
My
on Instagram as
statement
well.
stands.
We are not like you, Tarun. We are
I mean, I
sensitive souls.
enjoy a little bit of like cursed photos and shit. I'm not saying I
We're
enjoy
not-
looking at dead people. I just like.
Alright.
Am I a
But cursed photos are
psychopath?
different. Cursed photos are fake.
Am I a psychopath? Find out on the next episode of Controversial Conversation coming out next Saturday.
And that's all. That's all, folks. This is the only thing you're getting
We
from
should
this
make a
episode.
list of everything.
15 minutes.
Schedule for the next video because we never get to those things.
Shit, there's a lot of stuff I promised in this video.
A lot.
Hopefully they
It's
just
in, like,
forget.
past 3 videos. Anyway.
Right.
Do you think it's time to get into submissions already or?
Nah, I think we still got a bit of time ahead of us.
Okay.
It's chill vibe time.
Alright, so any of you guys got any random ass topics?
You're not supposed to ask, man. You're not supposed to ask while after the podcast has begun. That's
Look,
stuff
it
that
doesn't
happens to
It
me,
doesn't
man.
matter, okay? Like
I mean, yeah,
all we're doing is
That's
discussing, and we never stay on topic anyway. We always move on to like some bullshit.
that's true.
We
What did we
talked
start
about-
with? We started with
Should guys post shirtless pictures? And we went to people dying on Reddit.
It's natural progression. I don't see
It's
how.
Natural
marvelous.
progression. You could literally say, "What do you think of this pen?" And we could move on to like fucking genocide or some shit.
So what do you think of that pen?
I think it's very nice.
So where's the thing
It's
where you
blue.
clip it onto the shirt? Did you bite that off, or oh no, it's right there.
It's there. It's there.
It's there. It's there.
It's on it.
It's a habit though. I do bite that off a lot.
Yeah, it's really easy to bite off, honestly.
True.
Just
Just don't try it with any of those Parker pens. I learned that the hard way.
If you try that, you would know.
oh no,
Nobody is
oh
gonna do it.
no.
It's so evident it's a bad idea.
I tried
I
it.
mean,
It bent, but so did I.
I was gonna ask a question, but I just
but
visualized
Parker pens are really good for one thing though. Pen
writing.
fights.
Oh yes,
Pen
yes.
fights.
I thought you were
yes.
gonna say shoving it up your ass or something because they're useless in every other aspect.
No, they are.
Pen fights, man.
They are so good
Excellent
at
at
pen
pen
fights. They're
fights.
overpowered. Like
Guys,
it doesn't
any
budge.
metal-
It doesn't budge.
Any metal pen is good at pen fights.
Guys,
But Parker is light as well. Parker is light as well.
Are you serious? You don't know the secret to pen fighting?
What is
What,
the
use-
secret to
use
pen
an
fighting?
eraser
No, just get like the cheapest, like the $5 pens.
and smash it.
No. You know those rubber grips on the edge.
Oh yeah. No, I think
Oh.
Just put
All
two or three of them on the pen, and then
All-
fill the pen with sand.
first of all, what kind of
That's
leagues
just
have you
like
been playing in?
dirty tactics.
All the certified
Yeah,
pen fights,
exactly.
they have rules that stop these. I don't know what unfair.
Look, the pen fight world championship checks every single pen.
Look,
Okay.
if
For
a
everything.
Parker is excused, I'm pretty sure this should be excused.
No, Parker is just high end.
Yeah, sand. What
Yeah,
about sand?
Parker's overpowered.
Okay,
Sand is
man.
like a steroid.
Sand is just cheating.
Next thing you know, it's like put titanium inside his pens and shit.
Is sand cheating? Find out on the next episode of Controversial Conversation
you have to
coming
start
out next
saying that,
Saturday.
Actually, just don't bring a pen to a pen fight. Just bring a fucking iron rod. Honestly, same thing.
Might as well. Okay, I'm gonna stop us here. I think we've really gone into a random topic.
No.
As usual, but
We
this is
have
the
something
worst.
left. We have one thing
Pen
left.
fight.
We have one thing left.
Yeah.
Do you think a
do we
feather
have
should
left?
qualify in a pen fight?
If I say yes, can we move on?
If it's logical, if you can explain it.
No.
See, the thing about feathers is that, obviously they're really hard to control. You can't knock out anything with it.
True,
But
but then
you can't be knocked out.
yeah, exactly. It's like the
So it's
defense
like-
type Beyblades.
You could just fake like hitting it, but you could actually blow it from the side. It's too easy.
Who does that? How do you fake blowing?
That is also cheap.
No, you don't fake blowing. You act like you're like aiming for the feather, but really just blow it while you're faking a hit.
Just imagine how that would look like. He would be looking
It
at the
wouldn't look that
pen,
good.
trying to
You
hit
could
it.
just talk. You could just talk, and that will take the feather off.
I don't. What? How do you blow when you're talking?
You don't have to blow. Air naturally comes out.
Yeah, but how is that going to be enough to blow the feather off?
I
The
swear.
feather is
No,
down
it's
there.
like the
You're
la-
up here.
It is
Unless-
a little representation for a light object, a feather.
Are you unless you're talking like a Bengali who's lived in North India for at least 30 plus years, stressing on every p on the planet?
Every single episode, Tarun at least criticizes one thing about Rahul's speech or grammar. It's fantastic.
Why are you talking about me? I'm not a Bengali.
But-
He's talking about Bengalis. Why are you bringing me up in this?
I don't know. Are
I
you
don't know,
secretly
Are
Bengali?
you talking about me? Are you
And
talking
almost-
about me?
Are you secretly Bengali?
Are
Are
you
you
Bengali,
Bengali?
I'm not secret. None of us are Bengali, I'm pretty sure.
It was just a general statement.
I mean, alright, let's just move on.
Thank
I'm
you.
gonna assume that he was talking about Rahul, but let's just move on.
Why?
When was I talking about Rahul? I don't get it.
He's not. He didn't bring my name up. He didn't specify me in any way. He's talking about Bengalis. I'm not a Bengali. At least I don't think I am.
We're gonna trace Rahul's family roots.
Yeah.
It had to be done.
Ancestry.com.
Rahul is 50% black. Next episode, he's like Woviki.
Rahul can say the N word.
Let's not get there.
Nice. Alright, let's move on to submissions, I assume.
Okay. I want to clarify one of them first. Okay. This one says we've discussed this before. but not on camera. Do you have less friends or get more DMs as a result of the kind of topics you talk about?
I mean,
Simple question.
we're back. No, I remember back when I did the guest episode.
Yeah.
I got a
Back
couple of
when?
DMs just complimenting me.
That was
which
2 weeks
really
back.
nice.
That was not back when.
We've had like 9 episodes, including this.
We've had 4 episodes since then,
We shot like 2 of them in one
which
week.
is really sad to be. Yeah. But anyway, so I got a couple of really nice DMs. Which basically, I'm not going to actually. They were nice. That's all. I lost my train of thought for a bit back there, but they were nice.
That's it. So,
They
fine.
were nice.
So you're saying
They
that
were
you do get more
nice. I
DMs?
mean,
Okay, no,
I do
I
get more
think
DMs. Yeah. Oh yeah.
he-
Actually, yeah. I remember. Like I got like a couple of snaps and DMs from some of my friends saying
were
that
they nudes?
really couple of dudes, couple of
Were
girls.
they nudes?
They were not nudes.
Okay, why would you get snaps and then you just type it out?
I don't know, man. But anyway,
It's all about the
Anyway, they
snap
said-
score nowadays, apparently.
Oh,
it's all about the
fucking hell,
what?
bro. Streaks. Okay,
Oh,
I don't want to
streaks.
talk about it. I get
I
very
s-
pissed off when I talk about
Yeah.
Snapchat streaks.
I just stopped doing streaks.
I just
at
get
this
pissed
point.
off when I talk about Snapchat. How's there only streaks for you?
More or less, yeah.
But basically, before we get into heated,
Let's not get
angry
into that at
moments-
all. Just continue with what you were
Yeah,
saying.
exactly. So basically, I got a couple of DMs complimenting the podcast. All of us, not just me. And,
Obviously.
yeah, I know. So I'm just want to clarify. I got the DMs, but it's not just about me.
Shreyas's dad was talking about us on the podcast, so if
Oh,
you're watching
right,
this
right,
episode, we appreciate it.
Hi, Dad.
Shout out Shreyas's dad.
I'm 18.
So my dad actually had a couple of criticisms. He said we talked too much about pedophilia.
I wonder why that is. Do we
I
talk
don't
about
know.
pedophilia?
I feel like we don't talk enough about pedophilia.
Yeah,
And
that's what I think as well.
I don't think he's gonna like this episode either at this point now.
But we
Don't
gave him
know,
a shout
man.
out though, so
But he did actually like that episode despite the pedophilia. He said that all of us were really nice, really funny. He said that I was too close to the camera, and Rahul's lighting was fantastic. And he said your lighting was not very good, Tarun.
which is absolutely right. This episode is way better.
Guys, the lighting here is I don't get it. It's been the same lighting since the beginning.
Look, it's the viewer speaking, okay? The
You know
viewer
those
being my
haunted
dad.
haunted houses that they have in malls and shit. Those places have better lighting than what Menon sits in. That's not an overstatement.
Oh man. I do
Terrible.
live in one of those.
For a guy who spent like 30,000 on his whole setup, you could have had one LED light. One. They flick it off your physics lab or something.
Guys, it was sponsored by Shreyas. He didn't give me the money to buy an
Sponsored by
LED
me.
light.
Bullshit.
He
I
didn't
have
pay you
like
back.
75 rupees in my
cents.
bank account.
That's because you gave me 30,000.
I did not give you anything.
He's lying.
Okay, I'm gonna say my view.
Yeah.
Do we have less friends because of what we talk about? So far, no, but I wouldn't know because I'm sure there's a lot of people who unfollowed after seeing me talk shit about feminists. And, fake feminism, really. I don't mind actual feminism if that's a thing these days.
It must be
yeah, I think-
nice to have so many followers that you just don't give a shit if someone follows or not. Oh yeah, like a bunch of people unfollowed me.
Rahul has like
200, 300.
70k, right? I don't know. Rahul has
Yeah,
about
70.
70k.
Yeah,
70K,
70K. Yeah.
70K followers. Honestly, that's the dream, just to get 70K followers.
That's
The
not a
podcast
dream.
will be-
It's literally the
Podcast
most
would be mad.
overrated thing. 70k subscribers, no, that I'll take any day.
Anyway, so I've realized that we found viewers who we don't know, so like new audiences. That's pretty nice. So I had a couple of people like who I don't know who are not mutuals just texting me. I don't know, saying I saw the podcast episode and shit. That is very nice to hear. Shows that we're getting somewhere.
That is
people enjoy it.
legit. That is legit. Unknown
Yeah.
viewers, no, that's
And-
just the dream.
That is a dream.
And like some of the people who DM me, I thought they're the kind of people who'd be offended by some of the stuff we say, but they actually really loved it. So just wanted to put that out there.
So the podcast helps you learn more about other people as well.
Yes.
The podcast is like a
People are-
modern dating website.
Honestly.
Uh,
Yeah. So do you have anything else to add to that?
no, that's it.
Nah.
I haven't lost any friends because of the podcast.
I got a few compliments, so that's epic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got a couple
Well,
of
tell us
compliments.
a few of them.
One person said they love the vibe of the podcast, which is honestly.
It is a pretty chill vibe.
It is pretty.
It was more chill when I had Red Bull, but the cranberry juice is a pretty decent substitute.
Things
Don't
have gotten
relapse.
a
Don't relapse, man.
bit less
Think about
chill.
your future.
It's been a bit less chill since Shreyas came on here. Things have been getting amped up, you know. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
Somebody said Shreyas caused conflict in the last episode.
Shreyas does cause a bit of
Alright.
conflict. Off camera, we're beating each other to death.
Yeah. The group chat is just like us just insulting each other all the time.
The group chat's like
You
an
suck.
anime battle.
Your hair sucks.
Okay, I'm going to
Anime
transition to a
battles,
different one
exactly.
right now, just to finish this off. Who's going to
Alright.
be and who do you want your first female guest to be? Because we've only got guys on.
Michelle
So
Obama.
She would be
Michelle
good, wouldn't
Obama.
she? That'd be nice. Class.
Michelle,
But if Michelle Obama
Amy
does,
Schumer.
that would be intense now. I would like that. I would honestly like that.
Can't agree there. Can't agree.
Can't agree why.
Look. If you get Amy Schumer on the podcast, you can roast her, and she'll just have to like awkwardly laugh.
Just like most of her audience.
Don't roast the audience though. Oh, we should start. There's not enough comments for that, to be honest, to roast them. All the comments are like loving. This is the best episode yet. Shreyas is a cock. Stuff like that.
There are absolutely no comments that say Shreyas is a cuck, but there is a couple of comments that say Rahul broke the bro code.
There's also one that
there are
says
also
it
some
didn't.
that
There's
says
also one
yeah,
that says it didn't.
unfortunately. But the fact that Rahul broke the bro code exists and Shreyas is a cuck does not exist means that I'm right and you are wrong.
Okay.
That is all.
I know and accept defeat. So
Alright,
But anyway.
let's move on to the next one. We can leave
Shreyas
this
is
one to
not
the group
only a
chat.
cuck, Shreyas is also a liar because apparently there is a comment saying Shreyas is a cuck.
You just posted a comment, didn't you? You just posted a comment, didn't you?
from the
No, I
controversial
didn't.
conversation account as well, probably.
Look, who's
Okay,
this? Some new
Huh?
guy commented Shreyas is a cuck.
Yeah, I wonder who it is. Does his name start with a T and end with an N?
Thomas the Tank Engine. Oh, but that's not N, damn it.
That ends the knee. Okay. I'm actually gonna move on now. Please let me move
Yeah,
on.
let's move on.
Before we move on, imagine this.
No,
Thomas the
no,
Tank.
please.
It's World War II.
What do you think of the butterfly effect? That's a submission. Hey, what do you think about the butterfly
Butterfly
effect?
The butterfly effect is what
I
happens
like
to the ladies
the
when
hey
I go
before
there.
it. It gives it a very conversationally feeling.
Remind me what the butterfly effect is again.
It's basically you do one small act over here, and it affects something very far.
Oh, right.
That's the bullshit effect. The butterfly effect is what happens to the ladies when I get into the room, you know.
It's a fake laugh, by the way.
That is,
It sounded
that was,
suspiciously similar to your actual laugh.
It did, didn't it?
Yeah.
that was a decent 7 out of 10, if I had to say so.
I don't know. I never laugh. There's something wrong with me.
You're right. There is something wrong with
One
you.
must have a sense of humor to laugh.
No, one must actually find something funny to laugh, which I don't see much of.
Anyway,
All right, let's talk about the butterfly effect.
Yeah. What do you think of the butterfly effect? Do you think it's a thing?
yeah, of
Do you
course.
think one butterfly flapping its wing, not literally, over here can affect Colorado?
You know, if your name, so much so as your name changed, your life could be completely different.
Do you believe that as well? Do you believe?
Yeah.
I've always thought of that. Like, what if my name was like Jake or some weird ass Christian name?
Forget that. If your name was spelled with an extra letter or one less letter, your entire life could have been different.
I believe in that too. I don't know how, but
No, it's pretty
I
clear.
feel sad for like people with weird ass names, like Emerald or not even Emerald's not even that much of a weird ass name. It's still weird
so
ass, but like
strippers,
I swear, who's named Emerald?
cinnamon. Who names actual people?
America, man, America, man. You have
I
to.
don't know
Ivy
what
is one.
America
I
you're
know
talking
Ivy is
about.
one.
I've never met a cinnamon in America. Emerald,
You
ruby.
hear about a lot.
Okay, ruby is a
And
thing. Ruby is a thing.
when there's a prime example, XAE12 or X Archangel, how the hell you pronounce it?
Yeah,
How
but
do you pronounce it?
I don't know. I believe that nobody knows, man. Nobody knows. I don't think Elon Musk thought that
Not
far
even
enough.
Elon Musk. No. There was an interview actually recently. So some reporter asked
Oh
him,
yeah,
"How is
yeah. And he
XAE12?"
didn't understand. He's
And
like, "Oh,
Elon,
my kid."
yeah,
Yeah, I know. I
that
saw
sounds
that.
like a Wi-Fi password.
Did he change it? Did he change his name?
My Wi-Fi password is pretty simple.
Because you changed it probably.
Yeah.
Obviously, if you change it, it's
What is,
simple.
do you want to share what your Wi-Fi password is?
We can't do anything with the Wi-Fi password anyway.
Yeah,
Oh
exactly.
wait.
Yeah, exactly. So no harm in sharing it.
But my Wi-Fi password is my house number followed by the name of my colony. So if that ever comes to your rescue.
So the people watching this who live close to his house, free Wi-Fi for all of you. What else? Butterfly effect. I don't think I've had any experiences which I could talk about, which like relate to the.
I
topic.
don't think honestly, I don't think there's much to talk about the butterfly effect.
All I know is, I believe that everything is affected by everything. Like I do believe that doing something can cause a change.
You know, the whole system of that I think is based on the principle of timing, because the whole butterfly effect lays upon the effect of timing. Because say like I said, if your name had one less letter or one extra letter, at some point in your life when you were clarifying to someone that your name had one less letter or one extra letter, that time would have been added, right?
Yeah.
And
No, I get it, I
everything
get what
could
you're
have and everything could have changed from then on. Everything happens a second late, and the consequences of that are unforeseen.
True. If I was named Rahu, somebody could die in another continent at the same
Wow.
instant.
If you're named Rahu, who knows if this podcast would exist?
True. That'd be weird.
Rahu Harikumar.
Isn't Rahu like a planet or something in Hindu mythology?
I don't think so. What?
I don't remember much about Indian mythology to know if Rahul is a planet. I know like
It's one of the
the
9 major
famous
astronomical
stuff.
bodies in Hindu texts. It's a shadow entity, eclipses, and king of meteors.
Hindu mythology would be an interesting topic to talk about one day. There's a lot to dissect there.
I haven't read the Ramayana.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot. And Ramayana is basically like
No. You don't have to read.
it's simple stuff, man. It's
Not-
simple stuff, man.
not the-
Ravana kidnaps Sita, and then
No, I know.
Rama
I know
kills
what
Sita.
it's about. I watched the whole Krishna
just said Rama
series
killed
on
Sita.
Pogo when I was a kid. The animated series. So good. It was so good. I remember like chilling, watching that, going on a kick butt house.
Animated series in general, like some of the mythological anime series are pretty good, honestly.
Anime?
I remember watching the Krishna one. Not anime, animated. I
I'd
watched
say
Krishna. It was really nice.
forget the content of the mythological, like not the mythological content itself, but its origins.
I think the whole concept is cool. Like I've been very fascinated with like Lord Shiva and the whole idea of him.
I mean, there are definitely other religions with like a ton of gods,
Yeah.
but Hinduism has like millions of gods, right?
I think it literally has millions. I think that's an actual number.
Yeah.
Like, millions is an actual thing.
And it was written less than 2000 years ago.
Was it?
Yep.
Crazy.
Wow, it's crazy.
Religion
But like,
is a funny
imagine like
concept.
some really devout Hindu, just trying to pray to every single god at the same time.
What if that guy becomes God?
Probably, it's very possible.
Surely there's some.
And you have that much
Yeah.
devotion to name like 20 million gods, then you should become a god yourself. Become the 20 million and first.
Atheists are headbanging right now, banging their heads on the walls.
Headbanging.
Atheist,
Yeah, screw that up.
this
Headbanging is my new
this
favorite thing.
episode is not
rocking-
for you, atheists.
Rocking as we're talking about what are we talking about? Hindu mythology.
Hindu mythology.
Hmm.
We came here from Butterfly Effect. Actually, it's not. To be
It's
fair,
not
it's not
that far
that much of a
away.
leap. It's
Yeah.
both
And
like
butterfly effect has
Yeah.
some science behind it.
Both are philosophical in nature.
Anyway, I think that's all we know about it. I think I don't think we have anything to say
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
it.
We're pretty
exactly.
stupid for podcast
I mean, we're not
hosts.
like we're not philosophers. We're literally three dumbasses in a podcast. So
Why would you not say
Butterfly Effect
philosophers?
is confident.
Hey, what's the difference?
Because I'm a dumbass on a podcast.
Philosopher and philosophist.
I
Are they
just
two
said it,
different
man.
things?
I don't think philosophers is a word, is it? Or
Is
maybe
it?
it's different.
Huh.
Look, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter, man.
Same result. Same
Oh,
result.
drama class.
Drama class. Alright, let's move on.
Grammar. You need to fix your earphones.
Maybe.
Okay. So talk about how. Okay, this is wrong. How the ghosts in every horror film has big eyes. That's not true.
What?
I've seen ghosts which don't even have
Which-
eyes.
Which ghost has? I mean, I know the Exorcist ghost has big eyes.
Snapchat
Really?
filter bullshit. No ghost has big eyes.
I mean, and big eyes as in like big as compared to normal humans. It's not even that big.
It's not even. No, I think compared to humans with small eyes, it's big. It's nothing more than that. Like it's the last thing you notice about a ghost.
Huh.
Or maybe they
But
mean
so
big
instead of talking about
irises, like the black of the eye takes the whole eye.
But instead of talking about ghosts' eyes, let's just talk about the horror movies and ghosts themselves. Because while
Okay,
this
name your
submission
top
doesn't make that
three-
much sense,
Name your top 3 ghosts in horror movies of all time. If not top 3,
ghosts or just like
name
horror
one.
movie villains.
Casper's gotta be up there.
Casper was OG, man. I used to like have this weird. I used to have dreams. You know what Kadagali is, right?
Yeah.
So when I was a kid, I used to be terrified of this one Kadagali. His okay, I'm not gonna say his name because it's Malayalam, they won't understand it. But it means crazy person.
Mm-hmm.
So I used to have these dreams, and it was like oddly realistic. Okay, so I'll tell you how it goes. So in these dreams, I'm just chilling, doing my own stuff. It's always at night, like late at night. It's dark. I'm sleeping or whatever, just lying down. So whenever this Kadagali comes in, if I'm not asleep, he'll kill me. But if I'm asleep, he just stands there and watches me.
If this somewhat reminds me of that story Vikram and Betal. You guys have heard of it, right?
Yeah, but that's laughing or something, right?
No, it's
No.
basically no. I don't remember exactly, but like
It varies.
Uh,
It varies. It's
yeah,
not a
so
Wait,
fixed.
no, he's telling a story or something like
he's
that.
telling
If
a
he
story,
stops-
and
yeah,
if you interrupt the story or stop or something like that, then he's going to kill you.
Hmm.
And then at the end, he asks a question, and if you get the question wrong, he kills you.
You know, it's actually scary. Like now that I think about it, this was when I was very young. So I don't know how my mind made that shit up. Like it was so weird. I didn't even have to be in a bed. If I just slept in the kitchen like I remember, I used to run around the kitchen's counter because he was chasing me, and if I just dropped to the ground and sleep, he would just leave me alone.
Dreams,
that
dreams are really weird things, honestly.
No, it's scary how your mind makes it as scary as possible. Why?
This is very recently, actually. I think just like a couple of days back, I had a dream. Right? It's not ghost related, but it was pretty scary. So basically, what happened was I was at the airport for some reason, and a nuke went off in the city.
Oh, okay.
So what the heck?
Yeah, a nuke went off in this. Dreams are weird, and this was scary because it was like I was actually there.
Now, how did you know?
So-
Did you see the cloud, the mushroom cloud?
Saw the mushroom cloud, felt the shockwave, all that stuff.
Oh wait, so you're within the blast radius.
Yeah, exactly.
How
I
is that?
survived because I'm in a dream, and dreams are wacky. And everybody in the airport survived, actually.
Do you ever
So-
get like extremely sad dreams and you just wake up worried that it's a sign of something that's gonna come?
If you cry in a dream, you cry in real life. That's pretty much
Yeah.
set.
Right in a dream.
Yeah.
I've cried.
I've cried
No,
in a
I remember
dream.
this one time. I cried in a dream, and then I woke up
With tears in
and
my
then
eyes.
both my parents were staring at me because apparently I was howling.
Oh lord.
This is when I was like 5 or 6.
No, but have
Porn
you
website
never
age.
had this? Have you never had this? Like you see something very sad that you would never wish in real life, but then you just wake up and you're scared that that might actually happen. What if dreams are like a vision?
My phone breaking has happened 3 or 4
I'm talking about
times.
really sad stuff, man, not just a phone.
I mean, the really sad stuff has never really come true, but like minor stuff has come true. Like I had a dream that my grandpa came home once, and he came home the next day.
That's really
So
sad. Jesus Christ. How sad is that?
I cry every day, man.
First, you call him
No, but
unsuccessful.
Now he's a
no, I
monster.
didn't say it. I didn't say it was. I said it's not sad. I just said minor stuff that happens.
No, but that's actually crazy. I read the story once about in this one it's a Reddit submission, so I don't know how true it is, but I'll assume it's a true story. Okay, so this guy is in a dream. He's like dreaming, and in his dream, there's a huge painting. I mean, in his actual room, there's a huge painting above his head. Okay, like above the bed.
Yeah.
Okay, so in his dream, he basically the painting falls over and breaks.
Hmm.
And when he that's a painting of his cousin, by the way. Fine. It's
Yeah.
like not just the cousin, but the cousins and him and his cousins, I think. But the cousin is like the main focus of the picture. It's like a drawing or something, I think. So this guy, he after the dream, he wakes up in like a cold sweat, and in the morning it's like 3 a.m. and he gets a call saying that his cousin overdosed on heroin and he died. The same time.
It's coincidences, man.
But that's
Catches
too
you
much of a
off guard.
coincidence.
Yeah, I was talking about like some nuclear dream, right?
Yeah.
So basically, like in that, I mean, nothing really happened in real life, but the really scary part in that was not the actual nuke that was going off, but then for some reason the security guards start firing on us, like trying to
Oh
kill
wow.
us.
That's pretty creepy actually. I don't know why, but it's it's scary to think about.
The fuck are you guys
Well,
having dreams like this, man?
I don't know,
The
man.
scariest dream I
actually,
had were guerrilla reporters taking over my apartment complex.
Fuck. How's it better than
What on
that? How's it
earth
way
is
better than that?
guerrilla reporters?
What even is a guerrilla
also,
reporter?
News
I
Like a
vaguely,
guy
reporters.
and holding a mic.
No, newspaper workers.
Guerrilla
I
journalist.
vaguely remember. I think Rahul, you were in that dream, the nuclear
In
dream,
the
not the
airport
gorilla.
ring.
He was probably the security guard firing at you.
No,
Was it,
for some reason you were on a train or something,
maybe it's
and
Chennai,
like
man, because there's a metro near to the
you
airport.
were
That's
no,
all.
you were. I think you were live streaming the nuke. You're like,
Oh wow.
What?
That is that is definitely not something I would do,
With
guys.
his DSLR, with the good lighting. Your dad would come into the room and be like, nice lighting, sis.
No,
just Twitch
dad
streaming.
watching the stream and just like commenting on the
That's
lighting.
good. Get some good lighting you've got going on there. People are getting lit up.
I find it
Uh,
fascinating how random people just show up in your dreams. Like
Yeah.
people you haven't spoken to, people you're close to, just anybody really.
And it's always like a random. It's not always the same role. Just completely random roles as well.
Sometimes not even roles, they're just there. You don't even
Yeah,
know if why
they're just there.
they're just in the background or whatever. And you have no connection with them. You're just like doing your own thing.
So,
Crazy.
segueing on from dreams, do you guys think possessions are real?
That would mean that ghosts are real.
Possessions. Do
Because
you think ghosts are real?
I think I have an anecdote for this. I have an actual real life anecdote for this, which I can vouch for
Let's hear it.
because it's from a close relative, like actually close relative.
Did this happen in Kerala?
Yes, it did.
Okay, the temple.
Not really at a temple.
Okay.
Because I've heard countless stories of that, where there's a temple full of people full of possessed people, and they try to get
Manipulika.
cured. Yeah.
Yeah.
But this happened. I think it's a very close relative. Like, I don't want to name the relative because
Obviously.
yeah. And
Yeah, it's cool.
the thing here was, apparently, they were possessed. It's a she, but I'm going to say they.
Wait. The person who told you this was possessed.
No, I've heard this from my mother,
Okay.
who at the time was present there.
Fine.
So it's a first-hand experience. So this person in question was possessed, apparently, and the thing is, they know Malayalam, all right,
Okay.
and for their entire life they've been speaking Malayalam. They know a bit of English, but that's about it. It's English and Malayalam most of the time. Yeah, they don't even speak Tamil or anything like that. For the first few days, nobody suspected anything, right? So the issues started to arise when, in the night, while she was sleeping, she used to recite things in Kannada.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Oh.
and
That
every single night it used to happen again and again, and that family started getting concerned. Yeah, and day in and day, she would be awake and she would be able to read Kannada and she would be able to recite Kannada.
Wait, no. Was she like aware of this? Was she like
Aware
in
in the
her
sense-
normal? Was everything else normal?
She wouldn't respond
At all? She would not talk to anybody.
for short periods of time, right? Like it would be sudden bursts.
Okay, so like she's normal most of the time, and then suddenly she just
Suddenly,
like,
she's like, imagine how that would be. Like, you would be washing clothes or doing something and
my
start
God.
reciting shit in Kannada.
fuck man, that's creepy as hell.
And
Yeah, that's crazy.
not only that, I don't know, I've never heard of a possession like this, not even online, but it lasted for almost a year,
Oh my god.
right?
What, so what did people just assume she learned Kannada then? Wouldn't people like?
They
What did
tried,
they do?
they tried everything, right? From religious methods, I think, till medication.
Yeah.
And I think after a course of an entire year or so, it just kind of like died down and never came back.
So she or
So
he is
she
fine now.
completely stopped speaking Kannada.
I'd assume so. I've been to their house several times, like very often.
Have you met them after that or during that?
Sure. No, not during that. I was not yet born when it was during that, but
Oh, so a long
after
time
that, yeah, quite a bit of time ago. But after that, sure, we're pretty close.
But like, are people like, I don't know, like, okay, let's say you're the husband of that person.
Mm-hmm.
After this, would you feel safe like sleeping there and everything? Okay, the husband would, cause that's like,
First off, other than the recital of another language, I don't think anything else was happening.
but that's so creepy. Something's wrong.
Right, but it happened for over a year.
So they just got used to it.
I assume so. It's pretty difficult to get used to something like that, but yes, I think they got
Yeah.
used to it at the end of the day.
No, I'm sure the husband, you can't just ditch your wife and run away, whatever happens.
No, the persistence of like the husband was there for the whole year, and after that it just kind of died down. So I guess people, she has little to no recollection of it. She
Has she
doesn't.
ever been to Karnataka or something like that?
Nope, I don't
Yes,
even
so
think they've been
she-
to
She doesn't remember the entire year, or just like the period where she
the
spoke
periods
Kannada.
where obviously if you don't remember an entire year, it would be a little
Okay, like,
concern.
what if, did they ask her? Did they tell her that, oh, this is happening, you're speaking a random language and she doesn't know it?
It would be like asking somebody about a dream they forgot.
But no, I'm just asking, did they ask her? What was her response to it?
She has no recollection of it, so she's equally just puzzled.
Imagine if that was you. Imagine if you were the one who everyone is saying, oh, you're possessed, you're speaking random bullshit at night, I don't know what you're saying. Wouldn't
But-
you be more
but-
scared than the family?
True, but you kind of would like to avoid that, right? Because a person has
Probably.
already been through a lot. And it's been like
some reason,
16 years or
I-
so since.
I know there's like a serious topic, but for some reason I just had the thought of Tarun just coming on the podcast and speaking French.
Wearing a, what's it called? Shit. A beret.
No, it's just him being normal, just completely normal. But then instead of English, he's like, "What's up, guys? Welcome to Controversial Conversation
Ça
Part
va?
9 or whatever." It's just Bonjour, je m'appelle whatever. I don't know French.
Look, French is not even quarter as scary as Kannada, especially in the middle of the night.
I don't. There's something about South Indian languages that it
Yeah.
fits for like a horror movie scene. I don't know.
But
why.
it's like hieroglyphics, the writing.
Like I've watched so many Hindi
exactly.
horror movies and it's just not the same. I don't know.
I mean, to be fair, there's not many good
That's
Hindi
true.
horror
That's
movies.
true. That's true. There's decent ones.
There's not even a single one. Name
No,
one.
there's decent ones.
Name
Not
one.
not TV, not movies, but I watched pretty good TV shows. which like TV series of horror. Like
Alright,
each episode
TV
is like a
shows
different
get a pass, but definitely not
movies.
movies.
Movies. The
Yeah,
ones that are like
exactly.
famous is stolen. Like Bhool Bhulaiya, stuff like that. They're not
Yeah.
actually Hindi movies.
At least
I just remember like really liking Bhootnath. It's not even a scary movie. It's a comedy.
That's
it's
fine. That's
But I
fun. I
loved
remember love
it.
that movie.
it's a great movie.
Yeah.
It used to come on Cartoon Network like every second day.
Pogo.
Not Cartoon Network.
No, it's not Pogo.
Damn.
Bhoot and Friends, Bhootnath.
I
Good
they
time.
made a second one, but I don't think that was a pretty good one.
Tarzan the Wonder Car.
Oh yes. That's amazing.
That was such a trip of a movie, man.
Yeah. But anyway, I want to talk about the ghost thing. So you were talking about the temple, right? Monopolikov.
Yeah.
No, it's apparently it's known for that. Like there's like a tree in the middle. I haven't been there. I won't talk about what it looks like because I don't know. But
Uh,
apparently, like uh, for some reason, it's always like our generation's mothers who've experienced something. So another friend of mine, his mom also apparently experienced something, and like at the temple or something like that. And I've seen like stories online that people go here because the actual possession. And my mom has told me a thing that it's a very dodgy place.
it is
Like
it
weird
is a
shit goes down.
scary experience when you do go there.
No, apparently, like this not even like what do you call it? It's not like a rare occurrence. Regularly, apparently, you know those anklets, right?
Mm-hmm.
Especially in Malayalam horror films and all.
Mm-hmm.
Shreyas, you know what I'm talking about? The
Yeah, I think so.
anklets, yeah.
You can hear like
What
the
are the-
bells,
you just hear
almost
the-
like
Yeah,
bells.
yeah, 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 yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
So apparently, if you go there at night, you just hear that. And I don't know. Someone told me that it was a god thing. And I won't name the god again. I don't know. I'm not sure about all this. Apparently, a god is just walking around the temple. That's what it is.
Just
In the
And it's
temple
so casual.
itself.
Like the way people tell the story, like not the story. They just say, "Oh, you can hear that if you go here." No one cares about it. It would freak the shit out of me.
there's a there's a place in in Hyderabad.
Hmm.
It's not as scary as what you're describing right now, but there's a lot of rumors about it being haunted and all. It's called Chaumala Palace or Chaumahalla
Okay.
Palace. But essentially, apparently, it's turned into a museum kind of place now.
Oh.
Apparently, in one of the rooms, there's like a painting which
Oh my
follows
god.
you everywhere you go, and there's a like a locked room or something where if you press your ear to, you can hear a heart beating,
Oh
and
my god.
sometimes you hear cries of help.
I don't know, man. Places
Fuck
being
off.
haunted is a million times worse than people being haunted.
I know. Like, thing is, places don't even have to be haunted to be scary. Your mind does that for you.
Exactly.
That temple
you
in
could go into
question,
like
the temple in question there's like a whole area dedicated to the people who are possessed, and they're just there
Yeah.
on the floor, and like not like 3 or 4 people. There's like 50 possessed people
Yeah,
at the
yeah.
same place. Just
Who
imagine
takes
that.
care of like possession? Is it are there priests there? Like just
Yeah. Apparently, if you visit there once, you're likely to get
possessed?
cured.
Oh,
Cured.
cured. Yeah, I've heard that. It's crazy. I know. I've noticed that there's something weirdly creepy about older like houses and everything more than like modern day horror films and everything. I don't know why, but
exactly,
like
and
something
like
about the old
I'm
places.
actually
Bloody
I'm actually
where? In
getting
your Amazon
goosebumps
Echo, it's
thinking
going to
about
get
it.
haunted.
I'm getting like goosebumps
What?
just thinking about it. I mean, like
It's
abandoned places
creepy.
and all.
The Kannada story
So,
really like got me, man. I felt
so
bad.
like sometimes when I go to school or something like that, there are some abandoned like buildings close to the school. Not
Yeah.
not walking distance close, but like you drive there, you can see it on the way. And they just look so like creepy and desolate. There's like grass growing everywhere. The windows are broken. Just it just looks like something went wrong there. And you get the feeling, right? You know what
You
I'm
know,
saying, right?
Not
when you're
even.
with friends, you think of it as more as like a challenge. Like I want to go and
Yeah.
explore with these guys. That would be fun. That's what you
But
think.
alone, you're
If
vulnerable.
if you're alone,
Alone,
you would never get that thought. Never.
if
I
you're
don't care
alone,
like
you
who you
just
are.
Gosh, you'd hang on for dear life.
No, if somebody says okay when they're alone, if somebody just walks past an abandoned house and says no, I want to go inside and see what's there. then that is
They're
not a normal
psychopath.
person. It's
They're
probably not even a
psychopath.
person. They're probably the ghosts themselves.
Exactly. They probably live in there. So like, oh,
Probably.
I'm just popping in for a bit of tea. I'll see you later.
No, I
So
don't
then a
know, man.
British ghost.
Fancy a cuppa.
So just
And
imagine like you visit a haunted house, like a house which is, old house or whatever. Yeah, haunted, but like haunted house means completely something completely different these days, like a theme park attraction.
Right.
But anyway, you visit a haunted house and like you're scared of ghosts, but then instead of hearing like creepy noises and ooh, you just hear someone saying, "Would you like a cup of tea?"
Imagine, man. I mean, we laugh now. In the moment, that would scare the living daylights out of you anyway.
Anything would scare the living daylights, man, honestly.
British
No.
people on their own are scary enough.
Rubbish sleeping in it.
That's true, Tarun. British people are, they're not even, they're British people. Quotation marks.
You know, that brings me to something Indian, I don't know, Indian origin uh, ghosts and ghost related stuff. I don't know, I find it much scarier than anything you'd find
I do
from
as well.
the United
Yeah,
States or
I
something.
agree.
I could watch The Conjuring. I wouldn't be as scared as just walking into a regular, like, Kerala or Tamil Nadu house, which is old.
So much
It's because
creepier,
I guess
everything's so much
like
creepier.
I
Right, I'm
mean I guess
in
India
my
is like more spiritually connected. So like
seemingly, yeah, yeah, yeah.
we've learned about spirits our entire lives and all that stuff.
The foundation
So
is
if you
basically
go to
religion.
America,
Mm.
if you go to America, there's nothing over there. You'll have like maybe Holy Bible references once in a while, but it's all just it's like for example, Get Out. It's not even religious. It's just like a bunch of people being evil.
I mean, by that regard, I'd say religion also has a huge part to play in that. Hinduism is, I don't know, much more suited to, I'd say, uh,
Supernatural
supernatural
stuff.
stuff as
Yeah,
compared to.
creepy. Exactly.
My mom used to scare me when I was a kid. She used to say that actually she didn't scare me. She was trying to not scare me. She used to say that India there's no ghosts because we out here we burn bodies, right? We like,
Yeah.
but in Western countries they just bury them so that their spirits are not in peace. But ours, since they're burned, they're just like set out to the next realm or whatever.
Honestly, that would just make me scared of like Western places.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
When I when I was a kid, I had this like weird fascination with cemeteries for some reason. Cemeteries and danger signs, specifically.
That
That's
explains
a
a
red
lot.
flag. That's a serious red
That
flag.
is
I
a
doubt
bit
you'll
of a
be dating someone
concerning.
these days.
No,
I
but like
have.
for some, I mean, I never like visited cemeteries or anything because I was not that fascinated.
Are you still
But like,
fascinated? Would you spend a night in a cemetery now?
I would definitely not spend a night in a cemetery, man. Do I look suicidal to you? I'd probably get dragged down to the ground by one of the bodies there.
There's this room in my house in Kerala. It's an old house, so there's one room which is locked off, and for some reason, even now everyone locks that room at night before we sleep. This is the first time I'm questioning it. Why lock that room? We call it the old room in Malayalam, so like, it's called the old room basically.
Is it force of habit or
What?
Like
locking the
maybe it's
room?
just habit, honestly.
Yeah, now it's a habit, but why? Why are they so adamant? Like my grandfather, he would walk. I was scared. I'll be honest, I was very scared to even go near that room at night. I'll tell you why. It's this very. It's first of all cut off from the rest of the house. Okay, it looks nothing like the rest of the house. It's dusty. It's old. All the like broken toys and like tables and whatever furniture we had, everything's in that. So you go inside, take a left, and there's a small ladder which goes further up, which is like an attic. But like, nobody has opened that in years, and it just scares me when they like lock the door every night. It was a loud. The lock is very loud as well. I've always feared like someone just coming out of that room at night, and I can't like go near the staircase at all. Like, I don't know, man.
What if it's a British ghost, honestly? Maybe he just wants a cup of tea, man. You're being rude by not giving
British
him.
ghosts. I wish, man. I wish British ghosts were a thing.
The very
Honestly,
idea of British ghost is just so funny.
Conjuring 2 had a British ghost.
really?
Billy
Did it ask for a
Billy
cup of tea?
Wilkinson, Billy something.
I thought you were about to say Billie Eilish for a moment. I'm like,
Christmas.
okay.
Wouldn't be far off. Wouldn't be far off.
And like, and like, I know Billie Eilish is bad, but not so bad that you call it a British ghost.
Depressed ghosts. Imagine.
Depressed ghosts.
Honestly, if they made a
No, just
remake,
imagine being a depressed ghost. You can't even kill yourself because you're already dead.
Oh, that's dark, man. That's dark.
you know, Billie Eilish would make the perfect fit if they ever made a remake of The Exorcist.
Uh, what the original question was, why do ghosts have big eyes?
I think what we spoke about is more interesting.
Yeah.
There's no ghosts. I haven't seen ghosts which have big eyes.
Ghosts have big eyes. Ready? You want to go for another submission or?
We have time for one more. We have
Yep.
time for one
Let's go.
more. Let's see.
This is not a very funny episode, I have to say. It's very.
I'm not gonna take the
Quite-
funny submission now because it just ruins it,
Yeah.
like switches up the whole mood. Let's see what is there. Oh, I should have looked through this before. Okay, I really should have looked into this before.
You know, I feel like maybe we shouldn't have talked about ghosts this late in the night.
It's a bit scary. I don't like looking out of my window in the night.
I'm not gonna
man.
lie, it's just the Kannada story. I wouldn't have been slightly freaked out with anything else, but the Kannada, just the language Kannada got me, I think.
I swear that is a very creepy language, huh?
Why? Why is
Honestly,
that
like
there?
lot of the, I mean, because Kannada, Telugu, Tamil, they don't look the same as other languages. I mean,
Probably
Hindi,
why, probably
even,
why. It's like an alien language, and
yeah,
aliens are
exactly.
just
There is.
not a
I don't
topic
know
to
why,
deal
but there's a sense of discomfort associated with the Kannada language for me. I can't seem to put my finger on it.
I don't know, man.
Is it because I can't
This is
read
weird,
it?
man.
Actually, the
This is
language
weird.
does look pretty weird to our eyes, untrained eyes.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, just mostly weird to my eyes because I don't know the language at all.
It's your native.
But I understand some of it. I actually not most of it, but I understand somewhat. I just
Okay.
can't read, write, or speak it.
So basically nothing.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Let's
Finally,
move on.
let's bring that to a close. I'm gonna bring out a very subtle one. It's not really a talkable submission. It's just a question.
Mm-hmm.
Is it ever awkward for people to ask to be on the show? And has anyone ever done that? Would you be open to that?
I mean, I'm here. I asked to be on the show. I'm a permanent host now.
Just as simple as that. Just ask to be on the show. Next thing you know, you're a permanent host.
Makes us seem so desperate. Man.
So,
At this point, it'll just be like there'll be like 50 permanent hosts or something like that.
and
Just
then we start,
imagine like
No, but
and then we
like,
start
okay, on a
eliminating
serious
them.
note, we did ask people like who if you're interested in being a guest on the show, but we got a lot of DMs. I don't know.
That's what he wants
it's
you to
tough
think.
to pick. It's tough to pick.
we asked people. We also like went and asked certain people they want to join. Not join, but like be part of it. And we got some DMs from pretty good podcasts as well. To be
Yeah.
honest, like for collabs and all.
Hmm.
But yeah,
The issue is,
mean-
this one's not like the others. We don't have a set subject to talk about.
We
don't-
have no.
yeah,
subject.
exactly.
Don't say
Exactly. We
subject,
just
have
fuck
nothing.
around. We just
And
fuck
that's
around,
the
honestly.
beauty of it. That's why anyone can come on the podcast. Look, if you were
Most
to-
other podcasts are just like interviewing and all that stuff. Ours
which is
is
also
just
good. Which is also good in its own way.
so- yeah, it's not bad.
But
It's not
I
bad
think
at all.
the way we've set this whole thing up, anybody can come on. Literally anybody can come on. Anybody can talk. All you need to do is speak basic English.
We need a
Exactly.
we need to get a supernatural expert on here at least once.
Do we know any supernatural experts?
We can find one.
No, not shouldn't be that hard.
So one LinkedIn search, boom.
Supernatural expert on LinkedIn.
10 years plus
I'm-
experience. Will
Red
work
Mountain
for free if you
British ghost.
provide accommodation.
Uh, it's
But
great.
no, yeah. So on a real note, it's not awkward. It's not awkward at all. To be honest, I'll be honest with you guys. We've only had people who we know so far, but we're actually waiting for someone we don't know to come on. Honestly speaking,
That would be
it would be so
interesting.
much fun. It would be so much fun to meet new people on the podcast and learn about them on the podcast itself.
See, I had a bit of experience with that because I didn't know Shreyas before
Yeah,
he
you
came
didn't know
on.
either of them.
Yeah.
Either of our like last guests. And wasn't it fun?
It was fun. It was pretty fun.
Yeah.
I would like for both of us to
Yeah,
have that, all
exactly.
three of us to have that experience. It'd be pretty lit.
Right. I
Look.
didn't know Tarun before this, and now we're good friends,
Look,
and it's been pretty
essentially,
fun.
the whole idea of the podcast is to talk to people, like just talk about anything with anybody. That's what it is. In the end.
Talk to people, and like just find out their viewpoints and stuff.
Yeah, realistically, it's to meet new people for us. I think
Yeah.
everyone likes talking to new people, and we haven't met new people so far. I haven't, but we will hopefully. So, if you want, you could DM us on Instagram. We'd be happy to look into that.
Just leave
On
a
a
comment on
private
this video. It's not going to be that difficult to find out.
Yeah, but that's a bit vague because it's YouTube. No one really has their own avatars on YouTube. Always. Just DM us on our
And
private
they could
accounts
be
or on the
there
controversial
could be someone
page.
named like Samantha or something like that. Just a random girl named. Hi, I would like to be on the podcast, and it's just a 40-year-old guy.
I don't mind 40-year-old guys. A 40-year-old guy might be more interesting than Samantha at the end of the day.
Maybe.
Uh,
But yeah, like I said, either DM or send an email. The email's in the description of this video and all our other videos.
And every video.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
we'd love to have you on.
That
For sure.
brings us beautifully to the close of episode 9.
9. Which
Of
was
course,
very
Roshan.
disturbing,
Right.
creepy. What's the word?
It was not a very funny episode. Just not.
Yeah, I don't mind,
disturbing,
man.
creepy, yeah, but like
It's a
I
little
would
bit
say
of
it's
both.
more like
We started off pretty normal for our
and
standards.
it is disturbing and creepy, yeah, but like it's also more thoughtful, I guess.
Thought
More
provoking.
serious episode. Thought provoking, yeah. It's a
Fair
better
enough.
word for
We
it.
need a good bit of those at that time.
Gives you a benchmark for what's funny and what's not.
It's always good to have a not non-funny, more serious episode once in a while.
Yeah.
But this
On
episode is
that
still very
note-
funny though because I'm here. So
It's just automatically funny when Shreyas is here,
yeah, that's how it goes.
Anyway, guys,
On
thanks
that
for
note-
being a part of episode 9 of Controversial Conversation. It has been a pleasure. This is me signing out.